What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another vlog, and today I'm going to be exploring a neighborhood in Jersey City called McGinley Square, which is not far from Journal Square. And it's a neighborhood that I think is pretty worth exploring. I've been there a few times, and it has like beautiful houses, beautiful architecture, its own plaza, and it's pretty diverse. So I'm going to take you guys with me, so join me. Say the neighborhood is about a 15-minute walk from the PATH train station, and like the main street is Bergen Avenue, which I'm walking right here. But this is kind of like the borderline of Journal Square. But once it does like a curve over there, that's where the beginning of McGinley Square starts. I think a lot of people are moving from New York or other parts to that neighborhood. But yeah, this is one of the upcoming neighborhoods in Jersey City. So here must be the beginning of McGinley Square. And you can see there's a lot of business happening over Bergen Avenue. A lot of stores, a lot of shops. The plaza should be ahead of me, so I'm gonna walk forward and see what's going on. Today is a quiet day because it's Sunday. And today is a match of Argentina with France, so I know this video is going to be uploaded a little bit late, but that might be another reason why you don't see the crowds. But during the weekday, I know it's busy over here. Then you see like a lot of discount stores, a lot of shops, and then if you go forward, there's a lot of restaurants. So we're going to walk around and see what can we find. So this is like the little plaza over here. Not much happening. You can see some of the architectures in there developing new buildings. Like I say, all over Jersey City, there's buildings are popping up. There's another new building over there. So a little by neighborhood to neighborhood, it's gonna change. I'm gonna keep walking back to Bergen Avenue, but this is like the intersection of Montgomery with Bergen Avenue. Then they got this over here too, like the Wi-Fi. So I'm pretty sure in a few years, this neighborhood's gonna be popping. And just like in New York City, you could rent the city bikes here in Jersey City and Hoboken. I believe those are the only two cities in Jersey where you can rent it. And I see some people, not much, but some of them they bring it in the PATH train, but you can rent it over here too and bike around. And then this is kind of like the main strip of McGinley Square, Bergen Avenue. Soon I'm gonna start merging into the regular streets, but you can see, like I say, it's a Sunday, so you don't see really much going on. A couple of things here. If I keep walking forward, you'll see some nice architecture. It's a pretty interesting street, like I say, about 10-15-minute walk away from Journal Square. And you keep finding stuff like this. Then let me show you a regular street. Pretty residential, and I like how it's developed with bike lanes, so it makes it pretty interesting. Then here in the corner, they got a Wonder Bagels. Not sure how good it is, but I heard Jersey they got good bagels too. Then they're developing a new building here. I guess it's like an apartment. And over here you got a market. A lot of Middle Eastern people here, but it's pretty diverse. Nice market. And then I'm gonna keep going forward, and you'll see there's a couple of brownstone buildings. It makes it pretty interesting. Then over here you got beautiful apartment complex. Like brownstone buildings. There's more ahead of me. I think this is Duncan Avenue, if I'm not mistaken, one of the nicest streets in this neighborhood, which I'm going to show you in a bit, but I want to show you the architecture here. This beautiful apartment complex. Like I said, I'm a fan of old architecture, like brownstones, and they have it here in McGinley Square. And they got a barbecue spot. Not sure if it's gonna open later. It's still a little bit early. And they got more of this architecture. But now I'm gonna walk towards Duncan Avenue and probably walk it towards JFK to show you the vibes over there. So join me. Here I made it to Duncan Avenue, which is pretty residential here in Jersey City. And as I walk, you're gonna start seeing the beautiful houses and apartment complex. And look at these houses, they even have their own driveway. And then across the street, we got like nicer apartments. We just cross the street to show you what's going on. Looks like there's history with the street. This is beautiful here, then look at this house over here. It's pretty interesting with the details and the architecture, but it looks like it needs to be renovated. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And I'm gonna walk forward. I think the forward I walk, the nicer it gets. And then you got some apartment complex here you can rent. Kind of looks like the ones you'll see in New York City. And the street also is beautiful decorated. They got the Christmas vibes. And over there you see those houses. They look pretty nice, the apartments. But yeah, there's more on the other side. It's a really peaceful vibe over here. And I'm pretty sure during the summer or the fall season it must be nice with all the trees over here covering the roads. There are some nice looking houses across the street, so it's like I got a zigzag this road to show you the architecture. Then here we have a beautiful church, cathedral, more nice looking apartment complex across the street. Then over here, I'm not sure if there are houses or people live in it, but it has this old architecture and this beautiful design. Pretty nice. And then ahead of me, it should be John F. Kennedy Boulevard, and also a park called Lincoln Park, which I made a video there, I think last summer. It's not too far from here too, so people can go and do recreational activities, exercise, and a little bit of everything. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And this over here is John F. Kennedy Boulevard, also like another main street that goes all the way to Bayonne, and it goes all the way Hudson County, like Union City. You can see what's going on. Not much. And you see the two tall buildings, that's Journal Square, and they're developing a lot of skyscrapers. And ahead of me, it's St. Peter's University. It's a university here in Jersey City. And over here you got a beautiful church, I assume, or cathedral, which is pretty nice. And like a lot of apartment complexes that have beautiful architecture. And this is Fairmont Street, which I think is also like another nice street here in this neighborhood of McGinley Square. And then this is Fairmont Street, another street that will connect you back to Bergen Avenue. And then also has apartment complex. And I like how some of the apartment complexes, they fit the sidewalk with nicely developed cobblestones. But yeah, I think there's a lot of apartments you can rent here for, I'm not gonna say it's the most affordable, but reasonable price. And you could be to close proximity to New York City with an easy commute with a PATH train. But also Jersey City has a couple of rideshare. There's something called the Via app. It's kind of like an Uber, but like a rideshare. And I think for the price of $2 with the app, like if you live a little further from the train station, you could order one and they'll take you right to the train station. So that's pretty convenient. Here's another apartment complex, and you can see how they fit their cobblestones. Really beautiful. Then it says apartment for rent. So they are renting out. This is another building over here. Pretty nice too. Nicely fits, pretty residential area. So I said it in many videos, and I'll add this one to my list. This is another neighborhood I can see myself living. And then over here, looks like they developed this townhouses, I guess, and it says for sale. But it fits it pretty nice with the balcony and everything, the fresh paint, and then they got this new building that I showed when I was walking Bergen Avenue. And then over there is again Bergen Avenue. So now I'm gonna go on the other side to see what's going on. This is another cool street here, Fairview Street. It also takes you to John F. Kennedy Boulevard by the park. But when I walk a little forward, you see some houses. So it's like the mixture of apartment buildings. And then on this side, I got some nice looking houses. Some of them even got the driveway, the parking. Like if you own a car, it could be a little easy for you, you know, find parking. And then got this nice house here with a couple of flags. I think it makes it pretty interesting. But yeah, let's walk forward. Then over here you got some nice looking houses. They're like thin, but they stand all the way in the back. Has that unique architecture in the top with their own driveway, so I think it's pretty cool. And now I'm walking Jewett Avenue, and I'm gonna cross Bergen Avenue, go the other side of Jewett, and probably walk it all the way to Summit Avenue, because I think there are some developments going on over there, and I want to show you guys. So I'm in the other side of Jewett Avenue, and it's different. I can see Monticello ahead of me, and then once you go like towards Summit, there's a big building that they're building. But over here, nothing crazy, you know, just a lot of apartment complexes happening, but like I say, McGinley is pretty residential neighborhood, but it's like really in the border with Journal Square. And over here, like you see in many neighborhoods, you see the regular houses, but then you got new development buildings like this with its own driveway. So just prove you that in a few years this neighborhood is going to change. Just like Journal Square is changing a lot, they're making their way a little bit forward now to McGinley. There's another new building here. And this one looks like they renovated. So it's pretty interesting. And then ahead of me, there's a new apartment complex that they're building up. Here they're developing a park, and this is like the new apartment complex they're building up. It's happening all over Jersey City or the tri-state, even in North New Jersey, and then all over New York City, you see this happening. So yeah, look at it. Kind of looks like a hotel, but this is Summit Avenue right here with all the old buildings, so pretty unique. And then now I'm walking in Summit Avenue. Not much going on, but pretty residential. And it connects you with Journal Square. They got some tall buildings. You can see the skyscrapers that they develop in Journal Square too. So I'm gonna walk over here. Maybe I'll merge into Montgomery Street. Montgomery takes you all the way to downtown Jersey City. But I'll probably make a left to see what's going on, then I'll wrap up the video. Then over here you got this tall building, it's called the Beacon. I'm not sure if it used to be like an institution or a hospital, but I think they're developing it to apartments, or they did. It's a pretty tall building, like it borders with McGinley and Journal Square. And then I'm approaching the intersection of Montgomery, which connects you with other sections of Jersey City, so we're gonna see what's happening. So this is the intersection of Montgomery. You can't see it from a distance, but you can start seeing the skyscrapers of Jersey City, and then right behind it's the Hudson River in New York City. So I'm just gonna make a left to see what's going on. So there it is, takes you straight to downtown. The Freedom Tower is right there too. And then here I am in Montgomery, and it's bike lane. So one day I think I'm gonna do a bike video when the weather gets nice all over Jersey City, just to tour around, see how the neighborhood changes in different sections. I started the video not far from here, but here's like another angle. Since we're starting to develop high-rise buildings over here, I guess this is like an apartment complex. And then the intersection of Bergen Avenue is like 2 blocks ahead with Montgomery. But so far, pretty interesting neighborhood. And this is another high-rise they develop over here. Gonna assume it's an apartment complex surrounded with some of the buildings over here. This is the first time I walk around this block. Funny thing is that I live about 10 minutes from here, but this is like another world for me, you know. And that's the beauty about exploring different types of neighborhoods. You just gotta wander around and see what can you find. So they develop it pretty well, and it looks like they want to put like some stores or some commercial business in the first floors. So I think that's something pretty cool and interesting. Then I see like another nice high-rise building ahead of me, so I'll walk in the front to see what it looks like, and then I'll wrap up the video. So here you got the other condo they built, and it has like its own parking too. Some of the apartments have like their own balcony too, I can see that. 75 Jordan. Then I'm approaching like the borderline with Journal Square. So that was the end of my video exploring McGinley Square and the surroundings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.